Close your eyes. Take a breath. Tonight, we're going somewhere wild. Let's explore the world of the Hyacinth Macaw. The Pantanal is breathing. It breathes in every year when the rains come, swelling the rivers until the grasslands disappear under warm brown water, and the palm trees stand like islands in a slow, wide sea. And it breathes out in the dry season, when the floodwaters pull back into the river bends, when the grass comes up gold, when the long open sky returns, when the birds fill it with sound, and the earth smells of dry dust and warm stone and something older than any of us. Tonight, the dry season has come. The sky above the Pantanal is not black, but deep, dark blue, and at the horizon, where the earth is flat and endless, it is beginning to lighten, softening from dark blue to rose to the first faint gold. In the hollow of an old manduvi tree, its bark thick and grooved and dark with 100 years of weather, something stirs. A pair of wings, cobalt blue, shifting in the dark. A curved black beak turning toward the new light. 2 rings of bare yellow skin, one around each dark eye, glowing softly in the hollow's dimness, like 2 small candles. He is 1 meter from beak to tail tip, as long as a guitar, with wings wider than a doorway. He is the largest flying parrot in the world. His name is Blue. Blue moved his great wings once, testing the morning air. He looked out from the hollow entrance at the Pantanal, golden and enormous and completely still. His mate was warm and settled beside him. Below the 2 of them, in the sawdust floor that Blue himself had carved from the inside of the manduvi tree, 2 eggs waited in the dark, round and whole and safe. Blue stepped to the edge of the hollow. He spread his wings, and the sky held him. He flew, and the Pantanal opened up below him like a golden world without end. When the sun had climbed above the akuri palms, Blue saw the nuts. They had fallen in the night, round and dark, scattered in the dry yellow grass below the palms like small clenched things with nothing to say. A capybara came past and pressed one with his broad brown nose, curious. The nut did not move. A coati came and batted another with her paw. It rolled a short distance and stopped, still perfectly sealed. The hardest nuts in the whole Pantanal. Almost nothing alive could crack them open. Blue folded his wings and landed on the dry earth. The capybara made room. The coati watched from a few steps back. He gripped 1 nut in his foot, 2 toes in front and 2 toes behind, pressing it flat against the ground so it could not roll or slip. Then he leaned close, and his great curved beak began to work. There's a patience in the way Blue cracks a nut. He does not smash, he does not rush. He presses his lower beak against the shell and finds the right spot, the place only his beak knows how to find. And he begins to cut a groove, slow and certain. His tongue, which carries a small bone inside it, shifts the nut a fraction, checks the groove with the tip of his beak, settles it again. The foot tightens, the beak presses once more, harder, deeper, turning the nut with the tongue, repositioning, pressing again. The shell is so hard that the capybaras and the tapirs of the Pantanal cannot crack it directly. They must swallow it whole and wait, letting digestion do in a full day what Blue's beak does in minutes, pressing down through the shell with the strongest bite of any parrot on earth. There is no hurry. There is only the groove and the morning heat and the slow, steady certainty of what his beak was made for. The groove deepened. Blue pressed one final time. Crack! The shell split along the groove, clean down its middle, the two halves falling open in Blue's foot. The golden kernel inside caught the morning light. Blue tilted his head to one side. He ate slowly, taking what he needed. He left the rest lying on the dry grass, where something else would find it before long. Blue spread his wings, and the sky held him. He carried food home. He was at the hollow entrance, his beak reaching in to pass the food to his mate, beak to beak, careful and gentle, when the sound came. His mate had never made that sound before. It came out of her sharp and clean, like a stick pushed through the surface of still water. Blue went still. He listened with all of himself. Through the monduvi branches, he could see the toko toucan. It had landed on a branch just above the hollow opening, close, too close, its great orange beak just centimeters from the dark entrance where the eggs lay in the sawdust. His mate called again from inside the hollow, a sound that meant now. Blue spread his wings, and the sky held him. He rose and flew back to the tree, fast and direct, and his voice came out of him with everything he had, loud and rough and filling the whole bend of the river, the sound of a bird that knows it belongs here. His mate's voice joined his from inside the hollow, the two of them calling together in the same breath, the same sound, until the toko toucan startled on the branch and lifted away and was gone between the palms. Blue landed at the hollow entrance. He looked inside. The two eggs were there, warm, whole, still. His mate pressed her head against his beak, and he held it there for a long, quiet moment. The Pantanal breathed around them, slow, golden, unchanged. Later, when the heat had gone out of the afternoon and the sky was turning rose, Blue sat on the high branch of the manduvi tree and watched the direction the toko toucan had flown. He did not understand everything. He could not see the full length of it the way you and I can, sitting here in the quiet with him. He did not know that the manduvi tree he was sitting in, its bark grooved and ancient, the hollow just big enough for two macaws and a family, had been planted by a toko toucan long before Blue was born, from a seed dropped in the ordinary course of an ordinary morning. He only knew that the eggs were safe, that the hollow smelled of sawdust and home, and that his mate was warm beside him. And she lifted her head close to his beak, and he ran it slowly along her feathers, one at a time, the great beak that had cracked the hardest nut in the Pantanal, moving now as gently as the evening itself. The sky turned from rose to deep, still blue. Blue spread his wings, and the sky held him, and she lifted beside him, cobalt against the last light, their wings almost touching, their voices keeping each other in earshot all the way home. The Hyacinth Macaw is still out there right now in the Pantanal, doing exactly what it was born to do. Do you wonder what it would feel like to carry a piece of the sky on your wings? Sleep well, Fenekie. The wild world will be here when you wake up. Good night. Blue lands with a pair of dry fruits. One of them he taps gently on the hollow entrance. His mate alarmed. Blue rising and calling. The pause before the toucan leaves. The eggs are fine. One breath of held uncertainty. No more is needed. Present. Do you wonder what it would feel like to carry a piece of the sky on your wings? The toucan returns to his mate. The fruits open. The Hyacinth Macaw is still out there, right now, in the Pantanal, doing exactly what it was born to do. Do you wonder what it would feel like to carry a piece of the sky on your wings?
Sleep well, Fenekie. The wild world will be here when you wake. Good night.